Okay, let's talk about 3 items that are not necessarily aviation related, but I think are essential to me when I'm out on the road, and I think every pilot should probably own. Okay, as I'm sitting here editing this, I did want to specify that I am not sponsored by any of these companies. All the opinions are my own, and as far as I know, they have no idea that I'm making these, so I just feel like I should say that. The first essential item, and one that I would actually consider turning around and going back and getting and potentially being late if I left them at home, these are the AirPod Pros, or noise canceling earbuds if you're just not into Apple products. I use these things all of the time. When I commute on a plane, I have them in because of the noise canceling technology. I work out in the gym with these things. I run with these things. I use them when I'm talking on the phone just so that my hands are free. Or out on the road, if I'm walking around the aircraft and the APU's running or there's other aircraft around, I have these things in just to tone down some of that extra noise. As pilots, we all know that once you lose your hearing, you can't get it back, and so it's important to conserve that as best you can. In fact, when I mow my lawn, I actually put in my AirPods and then put an extra pair of hearing protection over those just to ensure that I don't get exposed to any of that excess noise. Now, many years ago, I sold my soul to the Apple ecosystem, and so I really haven't tried any other earbuds to compare these to. However, I will say that the noise canceling technology seems to be about as good as my Bose A20s. Apple advertises a battery charge that lasts about 4 to 6 hours before you actually have to put them back in the charging case, and I can confirm that that is actually true. In fact, that's plenty of charge to get me from Atlanta to anywhere else in the country if I have to commute. I spent about $160 on them on Amazon. I think I bought them on like Prime Day or some other sale day, and I'll say it's the best $160 I've ever spent. Do yourself a favor, get some if you don't have some, or get a set of noise canceling earbuds. It'll conserve your hearing, they're perfect if you're a commuter, and they're super easy to use, and they connect to your phone very quickly. These are very easily my favorite item that I carry with me on the road. The second essential item I carry with me has kind of this Goldilocks feel to it, and that you can't be too hot or too cold, you gotta be just right. And that is my shoes. In the too hot category, I would put these. My father-in-law bought these for me 15 years ago for my wedding day. Actually wearing those shoes in that picture right there. I mean, they're great shoes. I wore them for my own wedding. I wear them to other people's weddings. I wear them for various special occasions. And I wore them to every aviation job interview that I've been to. They're a classic look and still one of Johnson & Murphy's best-selling shoes. However, I will say that they do not have a lot of grip on the bottom. And if you wear these things for 14 hours, your foot will be a walking blister. On the opposite end of the spectrum, the shoe that would fit in the too cold category would be these. Look, unless you have severe plantar fasciitis, you should not be wearing these shoes. I'm sure they are the most comfortable shoe in the world, but honestly, if you are wearing these, it may be time for you to consider retiring. They just look super goofy to me, and I do not think they look professional. The right in the middle shoe for me is the Blundstone boot. If I were stranded on an island and could take one pair of shoes with me, it would be a pair of Blundstones. The quick history on these shoes is that 2 years ago, we went on a family trip to California, and I'll link that video below. 2 weeks prior to leaving, my wife decides that she wants to order a pair of these Blundstone boots. My initial thought was, how absolutely JV of you. Everyone knows that you don't just go and buy a pair of boots and then immediately go hiking without sufficiently breaking them in. And hiking we did, and my feet in my classic Danner hiking boots were so sore and full of blisters, and my wife was completely fine. When I got home, I actually ordered a pair of black Blundstones off of eBay just to see how I would like them, and I use them for flying, and in fact, if you look in this picture, I'm actually wearing them. I love them so much that my wife actually purchased a pair of brown ones for me, and I'll be honest, if I'm in pants, I'm wearing these boots. My original pair of black boots I now use to work outside in, to do yard work and like to mow lawns and stuff. And then when I got to NetJets, one of the approved brands of footwear was actually Blundstone. So I got the Blundstone Chelsea boots and essentially got them for free. And they are awesome. Good grip to walk up and down stairs. They're easy to slip on and off. They feel real nice on the rudder pedals. They're nice to wear in the rain and so comfortable. After 14 hours, just besides feeling generally tired, my feet feel great in these things. In fact, I ordered the waterproofed shearling lined Blundstone boots through NetJets as well, and I have yet to wear them, but I'm pretty excited to try them out. Just great shoes all around. Get yourself a pair. You'll thank me later. Number 2 essential, the Blundstone boot. And the third essential item that I carry with me is a good extra pair of sunglasses. I say extra because mine go into a protective case and never leave my flight bag. I've been a big fan of Ray-Ban for a long time, but I really wanted to put my money towards like an up-and-coming company, and I found this one called William Painter, and I really like the brand and their sunglasses. I ordered the non-polarized Sloan sunglasses in black, and I love them. I typically wear polarized sunglasses for my everyday wear, and I have these Ray-Bans that I wear just simply because my wife bought them for me as a gift. But I love these William Painter sunglasses when I fly. Now, I do have a little bit of beef with them, and that's because on my last tour, on the second to last day, I was walking inside the FBO, and I had my sunglasses sitting in the pocket of my work shirt, which I characteristically do when I walk inside. And I bent down to grab something, and I noticed the sunglasses fall to the ground. When I looked in the shirt, the side of the sunglass portion was still in my shirt, and the rest of it was just laying on the ground. Totally unprovoked. I didn't hit him on anything or do anything. They just broke when I bent over. Now, I really baby these things. I keep them in the protective case. I keep them in my flight bag when I'm not using them. I wash them and clean them often, and I ensure I'm not just like throwing them around the plane or the cockpit when I'm not using them. William Painter does offer an incredible lifetime warranty where you pay $50 and they'll send you a replacement pair of any sunglasses that you own. But I had only owned these things for less than a year. William Painter also touts on their website that they make their sunglasses out of the best materials in the world. And so I emailed them and said, I really feel like these things should have lasted longer than just a year, especially with how well I take care of them. Now, because they also tout that they prioritize the customer, they sent me a pair on them totally for free. If there's one way to build a loyal fan base, it's through customer service like that. In fact, I also wear their socks when I fly in my Blundstone boots, which is just an incredible combination. These socks are so well made, durable, and they're super comfortable. I would recommend those as well. And there you have it. Those are the top 3 essential items that I carry with me when I'm on the road, and really the top 3 items that I would recommend to any pilot, whether that be an airline pilot or a corporate pilot. There are plenty of other items that I take with me that are also pretty important, but I would say these are like my top 3. Hope you liked the video. Maybe consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks.